All right, we're here with the Redbank Valley Bulldogs. All right, guys. And for you, coach, or any of the players, year one of realignment in the books. Just your thoughts on the league as a whole.
I think it's these guys from their early years. I think we had some of those games in the schedule where we knew, hey, here's the reality of the situation. This is a game that obviously we like our odds of winning. We can be creative. We can work on some things. But last year's schedule was just a brutal stretch week in and week out. It was a dogfight with football teams and even some sports that were maybe lopsided. You could argue that they're really good programs that are just having a down year, and that's not going to be something that's year in and year out. We really set it upon ourselves to really pick up a difficult schedule. So on top of Region 2, picking up teams like Karn City and Clarion/CL/North Clarion, those are games that made the schedule even more challenging.
Mm-hmm. Guys, and for any of you guys, do you feel like there are any particular position groups on your team that might be, the strongest or particularly deep where you have a lot of depth?
I think I'll let Mason talk about this in a second, but we have 16 total starters returning, and the greatest number of those are going to be our skills positions, wide receivers, DB. So Mason can kind of talk about the strength of that.
Yeah, sure. Last year we still 3 starters going back with wide receivers again. Our DBs, we lost 2 really important guys, but we have guys that have step up and fill this.
And guys, just based on your offseason, how things have gone, for any of you players, do you feel like there's a guy that maybe is primed to take a big step forward this year? Or even multiple guys?
Mm-hmm. Brock's a guy that I think that when you looked at things last year, it was noticeable, some guys that we didn't have at the end of the year. But Brock suffered a very serious injury during the Fort Allegheny game. So we lost on their game-winning touchdown. We didn't have Brock in the game, and we lost Brock for the rest of the season. So Brock kind of flew under the radar as far as a loss, but losing Brock last season seriously hampered our defensive abilities, especially in stopping the run. So I think that's a fair answer by Brandon.
Switching gears, do you guys have a favorite road environment to play in? Anything that sticks out more than others?
In general, I love being booed. I think being booed is one of the biggest compliments because generally really bad teams don't get booed. So I love going somewhere and the student section is booing you and people are riding you. And I think because of that, it can make playing on the road just as much fun as playing at home. So I would say my answer would be anywhere that's got really passionate fans that boo you, and the second which you can, come out of the locker room and you hear negative things being said to you. I think that's a lot of fun. Rivalry game.
Union.
Yeah. And I think we like playing on turf because of the style of offense that we have. A lot of fast-paced type of stuff. So when you're a team, especially at the end of the year, when you're practicing in mud every single day, it can be fun to get on the turf.
And as you guys look at the league as a whole, probably not a lot of surprises. You guys probably all know each other pretty well, but do you guys feel like there's anyone that maybe could surprise this year? Or maybe be better than people think they're going to be?
You guys think, I just know from a coaching standpoint, Ridgeway has always been a very historically strong program with a very good coaching staff. So they're not going to be down for long. Kane, when I started coaching, Kane had won 4 district titles in a row. So that staff knows how to win football games as well. So I think that when you look at some of the teams that maybe aren't necessarily quote unquote down, I think they are programs at which in small school football, change is inevitable, rollover is inevitable. And I think the biggest thing you try to do is bounce back from those down years. So I think the thing that can be, scary in preparing to win football games is that those teams that were quote unquote down are very historically good football programs that have very good coaching staff. So they're not going to be down for very long.
And just for you guys, how anxious are you to get the season started? Yeah. Yep.
How is it different for you guys as seniors as opposed to every other year starting?
Definitely different than last year.
Usually before there was people were the ones that were trying to look like that. You know, trying to rely on them. Now it's our turn to take the wheel and lead our team.
Good stuff, guys. Redbank Valley Bulldogs. Thanks so much.